Quick heads up to the 5-minute quickie. It's longer than 5 minutes, and I think you'll learn something which is really simple, because in simplicity there is genius, and it's something that will change not necessarily your life, but it will change everyone's lives around you, and that'll make you feel good and make them feel good. Have a listen.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hi, this is the FMQ from Personal Development Unplugged. And if you're new to this, your first time of listening, hey, welcome. Glad you're here. The FMQ is called a 5-minute quickie, where 5 minutes of advice for personal development to help you think maybe a little deeper and give you a few tips of just doing what you do best, which is you. And then, obviously, if you like longer issues to think about, longer podcasts, I have the general ones, and they're about 20 minutes long. So enjoy, and yeah, just be here, because it's my pleasure, and hopefully it'll be yours too. Personal development, unplugged. Have you ever been told how much you're appreciated, how much you're thought of, or just how much someone likes you? You see, I don't think we do that enough. I don't think we do it. For some of us, and I know I'm as guilty as everyone, we don't do it enough. Hi, by the way, it's Paul. Pleased to have you back. And yeah, I've got a friend who will always tell me, oh, really love your company, Paul. Great to see. If I'm away for a little while, great to have you back. Missed you. Now, for some people, they might think, well, they should know that. They should know how much I like them. They should know how much I miss them. It should be a foregone conclusion that they should understand. But the thing is, when my friend tells me that, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel wanted, loved, or whatever. So how many times have you done that? How many times have you done it today or yesterday that told somebody that they're appreciated? You see, this reminded me of a thing that we didn't teach, but I have been taught before, called the feedback sandwich. And the feedback sandwich was a way to get people to supposedly get better in their life. So we'd give them feedback. So we'd tell them something nice about themselves, and then we'd tell them a load of old horrible stuff. And then we go, oh, but you're doing so well. And we all knew a feedback sandwich was going to be, oh, come on, get to that horrible bit so I know what you want to say and then get on. And it never worked. Doesn't work. But there was another study, a long time ago I was told this, another study about how dolphins would learn new tricks. And I'm not going to go into that right now because this is only the 5-minute quickie. But it was basically how a dolphin would do a trick. And the guy who was doing the study told the trainers of the dolphins, when they do a new trick, I want you to give them a reward, give them the little fish. But I don't want you to reward them for anything else, just a new trick. And this is a weird thing because the dolphins would do a trick, look up, and do their, I'm not going to do the voice, I promise. They do their little clicking and squeaky, get a fish, and then do the trick again. And what happened was the trainer would blow a whistle and feed them that lovely reward. The next day they'd come out, they'd do that same trick. No whistle, no reward. And what happened was the dolphins would swim around again, do it again, still no reward, do it again, still no reward. Then they'd do something completely different. Then there'd be a whistle, then there'd be a reward. They'd do that other trick again, whistle, reward. And this went on day by day, and each day the dolphin or dolphins would do the same old tricks as they'd done before, and they got the rewards before, but they never got a reward. So they'd come up with something even newer. In fact, sometimes they were doing things that hadn't been seen before. Unreal. And one day the guy who was doing this study came along, and he found one of the trainers giving some of the Dolphins some rewards for no reason. And he said, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't do that. There's rules to this. There's rules. You can't. Only new tricks. I told you, only new tricks. What the hell are you doing? And the trainer said, well, you have to give a reward for no reason sometimes, because people get bored. Or not people. The Dolphins get bored. They get frustrated. And sometimes it's for no reason. It makes them feel so good. And he did this, and all of a sudden, a new trick came. Now, put that into our way with people instead of animals, giving rewards for no reason. And when I say no reason, the reason there is nothing, but the reward is genuine. So my friend didn't have to say, oh, Paul, missed you. Really glad you're back. He didn't have to say that. There was no reason for him to say it other than, well, one thing he wanted to, but I hadn't done anything for it. But it made me feel so good. And I looked at him with new eyes. And I do that. I love to tell people, if someone does a great job, tell them there and then, oh, what a great job. I really appreciate you just being here. You're always rock steady. Genuine praise for no reason. And when we do that, imagine doing that to your children, if you have children, by the way. Just telling them how good they are, how loved they are, how special they are, how all those wonderful things for no reason. Aren't they going to feel good? You would, wouldn't you? How fire. Of course you would. And this is just that little thing, just saying to somebody without any reason whatsoever, out of the blue, hey, do you know what? I really appreciate your help. Or yesterday, that was really nice touch you did. Thank you. And that's this thing that we've been talking about, taking an interest, not just saying, hey, how you doing? I'm walking on. It's really expressing how you feel, genuinely feel, but for no reason. But it is a reason, really, isn't it? Because it feels good. And do you know what? It feels good for us too. And do you know what happens after that? And this is the real thing. If you're in work and you're doing this, you will find the people that you give those wonderful rewards, wonderful compliments for no reason, they will grow. They will do things that you hadn't seen in them before because they feel good, they feel confident. They're looking to do something different because they like the way they feel when you give them that compliment. We all do. So I wasn't going to tell you that story of how the Dolphins, but there you go, we've got that now. And we've gone over our time. But I wondered, we do this thing about, what can I do today? Who can I ask and say hello to and listen, really listen? But maybe we can juggle that round a little bit and just say to somebody that genuine compliment for no reason, And it could be about anything, the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they were so happy one day, anything at all that is so, from sincerity. You'll find that the connection will grow. And isn't that what it's all about? Because if we do it to them, for them, it'll grow in that sharing world of the field of learning, that integrated field of learning. The Akashic field we said and all that stuff. It will grow. The ripples of change will go further than you could ever imagine, because I know that once you start doing that, other people will start doing it. It's like a learned behavior from an example. Be the example you want to be, and be the example you want others to be. If we live this life like that, I know we're going to change things. We really will. Oh dear, that got a little bit serious, didn't it? Anyway, that's the 5-minute quickie today. And I don't think I said so. I'm going to check. You have a listen to, maybe listen back again and notice if I've ever said that, because I used to say that quite a lot. Anyway, that's Paul. Well, sorry, I'll go back again. Anyway, that's me. Paul Clough. Love your company. Let's do more of it. The 5-minute quickie that's gone on to about 8 minutes now, but it'll make a difference to the world. And that's what we want to do, isn't it? Make the world a better place. Enjoy every heartbeat and have more fun than you can stand. Okay, now, speak to you soon. And before you go, and this is a different before you go, I just wanted to give you another heads up that I have another program on paulcloughonline.com. It's all about supreme inner confidence and regaining your supreme inner confidence, your esteem, so you have high self-esteem, supreme inner confidence, and tackle the world with that wonderful set of resources that enable you to get whatever you want. It's a 6-part program. I think it's brilliant. It's got some wonderful hypnosis tracks in there, processes that you won't find anywhere else. I think it's good. That added to the Free Your Life of Anxiety program, that's there too. There's more hypnosis tracks, creating your inner sanctuary, deep relaxation. Yeah, and there's also, here's that thing, if you go there and have a read, have a read if you would. Costs you nothing, money back guarantee on everything, and it is a sponsor, as it were, for this podcast. Have a read, and then also, once you've had a read, just put /podcast, and you can sign up to loads of free hypnosis as I do them. All the ones I talk about in the podcast, they'll come to you online anyway. Drop into your email box, and then you can collect them, and they'll be like a back catalogue. So it's all good stuff. And do remember, please do share this with as many people as you can. Your friends, your not so much friends, anybody, because they may be having issues, and we do want to help everyone, because when everyone is just feeling good, the whole world feels better. And if you would, please do go to iTunes and put a nice review on there. It just helps the show going from strength to strength. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Let's grow a community for good, selfless service, and doing the best we can, creating the world we all want to live in. Anyway, that was this new sort of heads up on a ending. Okay, enjoy, have more fun than you can stand, and as usual, enjoy every heartbeat. Personal development, unplugged.